Seafood bisque soup. Seafood bisque soup. Darling, it's better. Veggies you'll get with my cooked soup. Hello, everyone. I'm Tupperware Pete. Yes, I am just going to make a veggie soup. And what I've done is, in one of my Tupperware pressure cookers, I do have a few of them, in one of my pressure cookers in the microwave right now, I've got prawn heads, carrot, celery, onion, garlic, salt and pepper, bay leaves, and I've just done a quick little seafood stock, like a prawn head stock. Now, in the Tupperware pressure cooker, this will make homemade stock. It will also do any soup, stew, curries, casseroles. It'll do pulled pork, silverside, roast beef. You can cook a whole chook in here. I also do my chia jam in here. It'll stew fruit. You can do mashed potatoes. You can do a pineapple upside down cake. You can do an 8-minute chocolate Tim Tam cake. This is so versatile. It really is a one-pot wonder. Whether you're just doing your veggies in here for dinner instead of using the stovetop, or whether you want to do mac and cheese or a mushroom risotto, this thing will do it all. Now, anything... Oh, hang on. The microwave's going, I'm in here. There we go. I've got another one in there. Let's just open that up so it stops beeping at me. So instead of your slow cooker taking, what, 4, 6, 8 hours, this thing is going to do it in 20 to 30 minutes. Now, when you lose the instruction booklet, all the instructions are on the inside here, so you don't have to keep looking for the booklet, all right? I love my pressure cooker. So often I will have cooking days. I've got 2 of them right now, and I'll show you why I love having 2 of them, because we'll take this out. We'll close this up. We'll take this out right now. You know it's safe to take the cover off because see the pressure indicator's gone into the down position? That means you can take the cover off, right? It's totally safe. Now with the cover, all the safety features are in here. Don't look too closely. I do use my pressure cookers a lot. So you've got your pressure indicator, right? Now that's going to go, turn it around, Miss Jane. You've got your pressure indicator. That goes into the up position when it's pressurized, right? And then that way you know that the pressure is cooking your food in the microwave. So it works on the efficiency of a microwave, but all the health benefits of pressure cooking your food, all right? This over here, that's your safety arm. I'll talk about that in a minute. This is your steam release valve. So if you do have an excess buildup of steam, the steam release valve is going to make the steam escape through that steam release valve, all right? The safety arm, it's a safety arm. Oh, there's your little gasket underneath there, actually. That suctions everything into there, into the top. And the little interlocking mechanisms around the side, that's like an interlocking mechanism tab. That interlocks with the mechanisms on the bottom, with the tabs on the bottom, and that helps secure the top onto the bottom. Like I said, when you lose the instruction booklet, all the instructions are here, so you don't have to keep looking for the booklet, all right? The safety arm is awesome. Can you see here? See how you've got this little square piece here? When you lock that in, that locks the top onto the base. The mechanisms of the tabs around the outside. All the tabs are around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. That locks into the tabs that are around the outside on the base as well. And all you have to do is you line up this arrow here. So can you see this arrow here? Line up that arrow and see the arrow up the top here? You line up those arrows with the arrows on the base. There's an arrow here. And an arrow there. There's an arrow on the base, on the base, on the base. All arrows. And then all you have to do is just give it a twist and lock it into place. The top on the base. Now to undo it, you just undo that safety arm. And you give this a twist. How strange things happen. How you going round the twist. Did you see that condensation? Look at that. How awesome is that? Now in here, oh yum. This is literally prawn heads that I had in the freezer. Oh, wombok cabbage. I had some leftover cabbage, so I just threw that in there where I chopped up a carrot, chopped up an onion, skin and all, chopped up an entire head of garlic, skin and all, celery, black peppercorns, salt and pepper, and bay leaves. That's all I did, right? So what we're going to do is just pretend this Eco Plus clear bowl is our is a bowl, right? And pretend like our double colander is a double colander, right? So what we're going to do is pop that into the bowl. We are going to grab this and we're just going to strain that off. Can you see here? Prawn heads, carrot, celery, onion, garlic, black peppercorns, salt and pepper, bay leaves. That is our homemade stock. Because I didn't have any, I don't buy stock. I always make it in the Tupperware pressure cooker. And, well, I don't like drinking preservatives. I don't like eating preservatives. I'd much rather the freshness of and the quality of the food that I use. And when you have the Tupperware products, it's restaurant quality food at home for a fraction of the price. All right, so we've got that there. Let's just drain that there. Let's pop that aside, and we can pop that straight into the bin on bin night, or you might want to freeze that on bin night, not a problem. So what we're going to do is grab our other pressure cooker, and in here we have got, remember in a couple of videos ago I blitzed up all of my veggies in my Tupperware super dicer, right? That's the Tupperware super dicer, absolutely brilliant contraption in the kitchen. And I've just washed it up because I did some feta salad in there earlier. This is just some turnip or swede. I think it's actually turnip that I did in my super dicer. Look, it's so easy. Oh, we're just going to pop that straight into there because that's been in the fridge for, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? I can't remember. It needs to get eaten. And because it's in the VentSmart, it's totally safe, right? We have got there's some green beans. These need to get eaten as well. So we just throw in some green beans and we'll pop them back into the freezer. Remember I blitzed up some onion and capsicum and it was too much? I thought, oh, let's pop that into the Clearmate. We'll use that for another day. Well, guess what? The other day is now. That is our onion and our capsicum. Let's pop that into there as well. And we will just pop that straight into here. Yum-oh. So basically, it's just going to be a vegetable soup that I'm going to do on my seafood. Oh, it's like a prawn stock, basically. So that's that. Then we've got, what's in here? Oh, look, in my Tupperware VentSmart container, I've got some celery. I did wash 2 stalks just before so that it was easier for the video. Can't remember which one it was that I washed now. That one looks like it's washed. This celery will last in a VentSmart container for 10 weeks, 12 weeks, easily. And it won't dry out at all because of the little vent system and the little corrugated feet down the bottom. There's like a corrugated deep-footed channel. And that's where all the condensation goes to drain away. In here I've got, what have I got? Parsnip and, oh, zucchini. All right. Well, we might blitz up some of that as well. So let's do that. We'll pop that over here. Let's pop that into there. Then what we're going to do is, into here, we are just going to, oh, listen to that crunch. So we've got this, and we've got, oh, hang on. There we go. We're going to crunch that up. This is our celery, and we will just chop this up into here. We'll just do a little bit of celery. This is large. I'm using the large blazer. Oh, there's a little bit of celery that's left over. I'm using the large, that's the large diced attachment, right? And that's our celery in there. Now, depending on, you use whatever vegetable that you like. It's the weekend. I've got to use up all these vegetables that I've been prepping because I've been doing all these amazing cooking videos. So make sure you subscribe to the Tupperware Pete YouTube channel. That's the one. All right, so we've got our celery. Let's just do a little bit more celery because celery adds great flavour and it's literally like an 85% water content. So we'll just pop that straight down into there. There's that there. And we'll pop that. There we go. Done. There's our celery. How easy is that? Let's pop that into there. Then what we're going to do is grab some carrot. In our, when you run out of VentSmart or you run out of space in your fridge and you think, hang on, I've got these carrots. Where am I going to put them? Just grab a Tupperware silicone bag. And it's going to just fold up down next to nothing. And that's going to be almost vacuum sealed to help you store your carrots. All right. So what we'll do is we won't grab that big one. Let's grab the little one. And that's going to add a bit of colour and flavour to our soup. Let me just give this a wash. I haven't given this a wash. So you do need to wash it as you go along. All right. And what we will do is just grab a Tupperware flexible cutting mat and we'll grab our mastro and what we're going to do is we're just going to pop this into chunks to make it easier to go through. Oh, we don't want that end bit. We're just going to make this go easier through there. We'll pop that straight down into there. And we're just going to dice up a carrot. I mean, you can stand there with the knife and dice it up beautifully if you like. But the reason why one of the reasons I love this super dicer is because all the pieces are uniform and they're going to cook at the same amount of time, and there's very little wastage. And look how easy that is to cook, right? So we've got our to chop, to prepare. There's our carrot, our celery. We've got onion, garlic, capsicum. We've got, what else did we throw in there? I can't remember. Oh, green beans. Look at that, gorgeous colours, right? So now what we're going to do is, let's just move this over here. We have got, oh look, a zucchini, and I've got a little bit of parsnip. I've got, I did have to chop that parsnip. Look how long that parsnip is. I had to snap it in half to store it in here. This has been in here for about 3-4 weeks, and I reckon, yep, totally crunchy, beautiful as. Let's just wash this zucchini too. I forgot to do that beforehand, so we'll just give that a quick rinse. Ah, zucchini. All right, we've got that in there. Let's just top and tail that. That can go straight over there, and we will pop this into chunks. I love zucchini. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so let's move that out the way here. Let's move this over here. Do need a slightly bigger kitchen, but you work with what you've got. All right, zucchini. How easy is this? Too simple. Love it. That's one whole zucchini, and we will throw in, oh yeah, there we go, parsnip, a little bit of parsnip tail. There's some parsnip and some zucchini. How easy is that? We're going to add that to our veggies in our pressure cooker. And that's all it is, just all of that. We are going to add in, someone suggested I throw in some egg noodles. I love it. Okay, so one lot of egg noodle. Let's just pop that straight into there. We'll pop that down into the bottom. Let's grab another lot of egg noodle. So it's like an egg noodle seafood soup type thing. And we'll just pop them underneath into there so that we make sure that that liquid gets covered entirely. Just got a couple of those into there. And how easy is that, right? Just delicious. Then what we're going to do is grab our ladle. And we're just going to ladle this straight into here. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much. Actually, we don't need to ladle it. I could just pour it straight in, couldn't I? Oh, yum. I feel like I could just drink that right now. Absolutely delicious. Let's just pretend. Look at that. Now, can you see that? I don't want to, here we go. I've just put that up just to cover. If I tip it over, it's going to fall everywhere. I've just put enough just to cover. And I could put a little bit more in, I suppose, to the fill line, right? Now all we have to do is just pop the top up, line up the arrows, give that a bit of a twist. How strange things happen. How you going round the tricks. All right, and what we'll do is we'll just pop this straight into here. I'm going to pop that in for, oh, not 3 minutes, 30. Actually, I could probably pop it on for 25, but I'm going to put it in for the full 30 minutes. Why not, right? In the meantime, I've got some leftover prawn stock. Remember, that's just prawn heads in the pressure cooker with a little bit of leftover. I had leftover wombok cabbage, carrot, celery, onion, garlic, salt and pepper, peppercorns. I just threw in like a tablespoon of peppercorns and half a dozen bay leaves, and I popped that into there. Now, I'm going to freeze this. Now, the options that I have with the freezer containers are these two options. So I've got, this is the freezer, I don't know what they're called, the freezer keepers, okay? So you know they're for the freezer because there's a little snowflake. I don't know if you can see that? The snowflakes, pick that up there. They're flexible. So I can pop that into the freezer. And on the bottom, it tells me 450 mils. So that's, what, almost 2 cups or just over 2 cups, depending on where you live. All right, so we've got that one. The other option I've got is these freezer keepers, right? So these are called the date and store and freeze. So with the little dial, I can dial up the time or the date, the week that I popped them into the freezer, right? How cool is that? And so on the bottom again, this will tell you it is 740 mils. So it's 680 mils to the fill line where the snowflake is. And then it's 740 to the top. So, because I don't have that much left, I'm just going to use this one. 450 mils. Terrific. So if I want to do a, you know, the Tupperware rice dispenser, I can do 1 shot of rice and I can use all of that that stock. I can label this up. I can pop it into the freezer. Once that's cool, I'll pop it into the freezer. I'll just let that sit. I don't want to pop the seal on while it's like really hot, because then it's going to suck your seal down. So you want to let that come down to temperature a little bit. It will prevent icicles in the freezer as well from, you know, and so we'll wait for that to go through. We've got that cooking in there. I've got my veggies. I'm going to pop all of these straight back into the freezer, into the fridge. I've got my zucchini, parsnip. I've got a carrot in here. We'll pop that back into the fridge. I've got my celery. We'll pop that back into the fridge. And I've got my everybody's eating green beans. Let's pop that back into the fridge as well. I think that's done. Give me a like, a follow, subscribe, depending on whichever platform that you're watching this on, or whoever's group you're watching this in. Give them a contact and a message, and if you've got any questions, or indeed you can message me with any questions as well. I'm going to put the finished product, the photos of the finished product, I'll post them everywhere as well. On the gram, the Tok, Insta, the Book of Face, Threads, Notes, wherever it is that you're watching this right now. And, oh no. Oh, you know what I've done? I can't believe I did this. You know what I've done? And if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know exactly what I've done, because I don't normally forget this, but there is one thing I have forgotten. You know what it is? Forget your troubles and get happy, dance your cares away, shout out and get happy. I will cook for you another day. Thank you all for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.